Hi, Sasha here. I thought I'd show you through the container just so that you get a real understanding. This is actually the 20-foot container right here. But more importantly, just taking you through the process. We start down here at the pump. We've got a process pump here that then goes through. We've got inlets here, flushable potable lines through the tying points here, all automated with some manual isolation valves if required. Flow switches, gate valves to ensure that we get the right flow rate for this pump. We've got the process line that comes up here to the bag housings. These bag housings are actually designed for solids. So if there is any legacy sites that have stormwater runoff that they need to capture that, then they can do that. This is a duty standby system. So the system can keep running at a slightly slower flow rate if required, and they can then take these bag housings out. Simple bolt here will take this band clamp off, lift the bag out, and then you can replace it. So it's a simple washout if need be, if we've got solids loading. Then we go through from there to these vessels. These vessels all come in series. Reason why we have these filter housings, and as you can see here, we've even got a pressure transducer that's going to be connected to our monitoring system. We've even got our sample points as well, and we've also got some various isolation valves. So if a pressure increase occurs on one of these vessels, undo the swing bolts, no special tools required, pull the filters out, change them over. You can isolate section by section. If you just need to change out the first lot of filters, then you can. So each filter that we put into this series has a very specific capability of removing various PFAS components and sharing the load. In comparison to GAC or resins, the MySelect's filters can actually remove the PFAS compounds systematically, methodically, and distributed throughout this filter train. So that's the filter train here. And this is where we capture about 80% of the PFAS compounds. And going through here, because we are still in build mode, we have in the corner here a mag flow. That mag flow is designed to obviously measure how much water has been treated and also the flow rate. So that as well will send a signal back to the control panel at the front, where we can also remotely monitor and assess the system performance. Now we go into the polishing. So now we have these 4 vessels here which have a Performer polishing bulk media. So this is another MySelect's proprietary blend of media. We do everything we can to protect this media. This is the final polishing. That's why these filters here are so important and why we have a series to really protect, take the loading out, and then we get to here. Now, depending on flow rate, we determine this system on the flow rate depending on what the discharge requirements are needed. So if for whatever reason we need to achieve below levels of detection, then we will slow the flow rate of the system to enable contact time. If there is a determination of we want to discharge to drinking water levels, every state and country have different discharge limits. This system can fluctuate in flow and there's no detriment to the system. As if you were to decrease, it'll actually enhance the flow rate or enhance the efficiency of the system. So that's what these are. As you can see, we've got cutouts up here in time if these units need to have the media changed out. And we've also got here a aircon cutout unit, so this system can be monitored. Now, if you're transferring it around the country, We can also adjust that cutout so that it's indented into the system. However, we would need to make sure that you're able to also access these vessels here and change out with the filters. So we can look into that. This will have lighting in here so that you can, as you can see, we'll have lighting strip along the top here. And we've also got further sample points. This point here, that is our final pressure transducer so that we can see the pressure increase occurring over the system. And we've also got a sample point. So these sample points is where we recommend any of our clients to take their final discharge sample point, not at the point of where they are discharging to, let's say a collection tank. That is fraught with danger because you don't know the system, how it, where that tank has been, what contamination in here. Everything within this container is PFAS free, even down to the type of sealant glue that we use, because we have, over the past 12 years of being in the PFAS game, we know what type of glues, and we also ensure batch processing from all of our supplies that it is PTF free or anything else that may have a leakage of PFAS. So that should hopefully give you an understanding of what we're doing. Like I said, we are still in building. This is a bit of a sneak peek. We've still got all of our electrical, and it's all controlled here from this control panel. This control panel can also have a HDMI screen so that the operator on site can have a look. But to be honest, this system is fully automated. To remove any personnel needed on site 24/7, but it can be remotely controlled. The only personnel intervention that you need is changing out of the filters. That really is it. For these vessels here with this media, we do everything, like I said, to protect it and elongate the life of it. We have had sites that had bigger vessels, however, they didn't need to be changed. They got changed 18 months since start of operation. However, we know that they still had life in them for treatment. However, the client at the time wanted to have everything replaced, but we still advise that it still had plenty of filter life in there. So, personnel access door that we're just coming back out of, and this system here, double doors access, only required if you need to access those bag filters there. So that should give you a bit of an understanding of what it looks like. 20-foot containerized system, pretty simple, fairly standard, and easy to transport.